The Saudi Pro League has dominated this summer's transfer headlines with the likes of Ruben Neves, Benzema, Firmino all leaving Europe to go and play in Saudi Arabia. Henderson and Fabinho both left Liverpool's midfield looking a bit light, and now Neymar has gone on a massive contract to join the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, who went there in January. And I wanted to use Football Manager 23 to find out just how good the Saudi Pro League will be next year. And just like with the English transfers last week, we've given Luton Town a bit of a glow up. They are now the Saudi All-Stars, and we've given them a squad of 20 players. Some of them well known, some of them not so well known. The likes of Mo Adams, Tisserand, Jack Hendry, purely in there to give a bit of squad depth. And just like with the Premier League All-Stars, we've given them a manager that's made the move himself in Steven Gerrard. They're going to start their league campaign with a trip to Anfield. Couldn't get any harder than that. And October sees them go back to back against teams that are in the Champions League. But a last couple of games of Everton, Fulham and Villa should see them end the season on a high. And with the Premier League preview, seeing them predicted to finish 5th, which is where the Premier League team finished last week, and the likes of Neymar and Benzema considered in the Dream 11, they might just have the tools to outdo their Premier League counterparts. Right then, all that's left to do is sim forward to the 28th of May and find out how this Premier League table is going to look then. Right then, 29th of May, time to find out how the Saudi All-Stars got on in the Premier League. 4th, they did beat the Premier League transfers by 1 place. They've secured Champions League football in their first season. That is, I mean, they were some way off Arsenal and Liverpool in 2nd and 3rd, but still 7 points clear of Newcastle in 5th. So, Stevie G, well done, my friend. Let's see how the team seem to line up. Mendy in goal, Fabinho right back, Tellez at left back, Henderson and Koulibaly as the centre backs. We've got Kante defensive midfield, which I think is fair to say. SMS and Brozovic, okay. Not so many games for Neves. Neymar on the left, Mane on the right with Benzema up front. No starts for Cristiano Ronaldo. 27 substitute appearances and 8 goals. Benzema with 16, Neymar with 10. I mean, I kind of expected a few more goals than that. Assist-wise, Mahrez, Benzema again. Okay, so Neves got a little bit of game time. 7 for him, 7 for Tellez. Who played the most? Henderson with 43 appearances. So I believe the Premier League team, there was a couple of players in the 50s. So maybe the cup runs wasn't as good for the Saudi All-Stars. Let's see how they got on. They actually drew their first game with Liverpool, 2-2 there. And then they went on a mad little winning run. Benzema, Ronaldo getting a goal there. They actually didn't lose another game until they played away at Man City before drawing with Arsenal. So they got 4 points out of those 3 games. They went out of the EFL Cup in the 3rd round to Tottenham away. Benzema getting a consolation goal. How did they get on in the FA Cup? They lost to Tottenham again, 2-1. Neymar getting a consolation goal. So that's where they suffered. Another defeat to Man City here. Another defeat to Liverpool. Defeat to Arsenal. But finished it off. I said they had a good end to the season lined up, and they did finish it off with 4 wins. Champions League football for the Saudi All-Stars. I mean, it could be coming in real life. A few wanted signs here. Jack Hendry is wanted by Birmingham, Ruben Neves by Inter Milan, and Benzema by Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Imagine he goes back to Real Madrid. No other interest in any of the players, probably due to, I say their wages, for whatever reason when we put them across, they've all gone into around the 50 grand a week mark, which is no mean feat. I certainly wouldn't turn it down. Just a quick look into the transfers. I can see Moussa Dembele actually went to Everton on loan on the 2nd of January, probably due to a lack of game time And did they bring anyone in? Okay, they brought in Kyron Gordon on a free transfer, bizarrely. Just having a look at the goalkeeping situation. Edward Mendy, 35 league games, 14 clean sheets, 32 conceded, so less than 1 a game. That's not too shabby. How did they fare compared to some of the other teams in the league? Well, they were the 8th best team in terms of goal scoring and the 6th best team in terms of goals conceded. Individually then, how did they get on compared to some of their counterparts? So nobody in the top 10 for average rating. Nobody. Weghorst? Wait, what? Weghorst for Burnley got top goal scorer in the Premier League. I mean, if anyone would have predicted that before the start of the experiment, then hats off to them. But individually then, expected goals, SMS is there in the 8th place. But other than that, there's no Saudi All-Stars on here. Save percentage, Edward Mendy is up in 2nd. So not bad from him. If we go into the detail just to see how he got on compared to some of the other goalkeepers. So as you can see here, 9th best in terms of goals conceded. But when you look at the appearances, there's a few in there that probably played less than half the games that he did. He was 4th in terms of clean sheets. And where did Benzema finish overall in the goals? Joint 12, so it's level with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Heung-min Son, Phil Foden and Martinelli. Another quick look at the league table then to see Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest and Sheffield United getting relegated. Man City won the league as we already know. Europa League for Newcastle, Man United and Conference League for Spurs. But Champions League for the Saudi All-Stars is the big headline. How does that compare to the Premier League team that won the 2 domestic cups? I'll leave you to decide down in the comments, and I'll see you next week when we have another experiment coming your way.